We're here because free speech is under attack. We're here because people are being convinced that socialism works. We're here because people are being judged guilty until proven innocent. We are fighting back with facts. This is not a safe zone, so buckle up, Buttercup. This is the raw, naked truth.
Welcome to the Raw Naked Truth. I'm your host, Eric Lopkin, and here's what's happening. Another weekend of violence in liberal-run cities. 65 people were shot, 5 fatally in shootings across Chicago over the weekend, according to Chicago police. A bishop was robbed at gunpoint in the middle of a sermon Sunday in Brooklyn, New York. The service was being live-streamed when, according to the bishop, 3 to 4 men walked in with guns. Mount Vernon, New Jersey had 4 shootings and a stabbing, while the Metro Denver area had an officer-involved shooting in Inglewood just a week after Denver tallied 3 officer-involved shootings, 2 fatal in 5 days. This past weekend, the Denver Police Department reported 3 additional shootings. The violence is an epidemic across the country, fueled in no small part by cashless bail and the refusal of liberal district attorneys to prosecute the criminals and enforce existing laws. Democratic New York State Senator Jessica Ramos blasted Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez as absent, out of touch after a medical student called her out for her performative Supreme Court stunt. The public online spat started last week when a Twitter user named Daniel, who identifies as a medical student and a health activist under the handle @JLies, called out Ocasio-Cortez's office for purportedly canceling a meeting with health policy activists wanting to discuss a British-style socialized medical plan. The medical student wrote in a July 21st tweet that a couple of the most highly respected health policy academics recently set up a meeting with AOC's office to discuss NHS-style healthcare reform. They were told bluntly by AOC's staff, "We're not doing healthcare right now." Ramos responded, "Maybe if you spent more time in your office and with your team, you'd know what goes on. Just saying it would be nice if you breathed our air." Aside from the spat, it's also important to note that the British medical system that they wanted to discuss is financially strapped and in danger of failure. Taiwan held widespread air raid drills on Monday as China doubled down on warnings to the U.S. against allowing House Speaker Nancy Pelosi to visit the island. Pelosi has defended her planned trip to the island, a region that China has long claimed as its sovereign territory. The Chinese Foreign Ministry doubled down on warnings that the trip could have serious consequences for the U.S. The Chinese side has made it clear to the U.S. on many occasions that it is firmly opposed to Speaker Pelosi's visit to Taiwan. "We are fully prepared," said a Chinese Foreign Ministry spokesman. If the U.S. goes its own way, China will certainly take firm and forceful measures to safeguard its national sovereignty and territorial integrity, and the U.S. should be held responsible for any serious consequences, he added. The Biden administration has come out against Pelosi's visit. Not surprising, given Hunter Biden's long-standing ties to China. Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen said Sunday that economic growth was slowing, but strong hiring indicates it hasn't fallen into a recession yet. Yellen's comments on NBC's Meet the Press came ahead of a flurry of economic reports expected to provide insights into the impact of high inflation and rising interest rates. The data will cover home sales, consumer confidence, and other key areas. But the report expected to get the most attention is the Commerce Department's first estimate of second quarter economic output. Economists suspect that report, due Thursday, to show that the economy contracted for the second quarter in a row after the first quarter's 1.6% contraction. 2 straight quarters of contraction meets the definition of a recession. This week, we're also expecting a 75 basis point interest rate hike from the Fed in order to fight the rising inflation. That's the Raw Naked Truth. You can catch every episode of The Raw Naked Truth at xvadio.com/podcasts, the Apple Podcasts app, Google Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Stitcher, Amazon Music, Audible, and wherever you find podcasts. We'll see you next time.